Why didn't you get the big straw?
Because they ain't had no more big straws.
Oh, damn. Hold on. Did you start it?
I did. I think.
I want all of this in it. Don't cut this
I
out.
did. I started it.
This is what I hope I'm really in this camera.
You want me to check?
Yeah, you check real quick. If we record the whole thing in half my face,
I just flipped the switch.
Alright, I'm about to start. It's Too Early, episode 3, season 2. It's Bree.
It's Lonnie.
It's Naya.
And we are back, y'all. It's honestly been a really long time since we have recorded. Y'all got the recap last time because things happen. Life happens, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And with that said, updates.
Just an update. As you guys can hear and see, Nelly isn't here today. She's not feeling too well, so we're praying that she feels better.
We love you.
Yeah, love you. Yay. But as far as updates, I don't know if I have any updates.
It's literally been like a month since we
I know,
started
but
this
I haven't really. I mean, I'm back on tour, so our next show is on the 27th. We go to Richmond. We just came back from Houston, and then we had the show in DC in January. But other than that, I've been chilling, working.
Are you still traveling? Weren't y'all supposed to go somewhere else?
Yeah, we were supposed to go to New Orleans, but it did get rescheduled to May.
Because
the corona.
So, no.
We can talk about that.
Yeah,
I'm
we
tired.
can talk about that. The
I'm
coronavirus, okay. But other than that, and I'm starting this new journey. You guys are hearing about it first, but I'm starting this new journey. I'm going back to school in August.
And join the grad school.
Not grad school.
Oh.
It's a different. I'll let y'all know later on. I don't want to spill the beans yet.
Spill the tea. This is the place to
the
do
want the
it.
people to know.
Not yet. I just want to, get everything solidified first and kind of get my
You want to tell us
thoughts
off the
together.
mic?
Yeah, offline.
Whisper
Off
to me.
the record.
But yeah, so I'm excited about that. I go back to school in August. I'll be in school for 8 months, so it's not that bad. But yeah, so excited about that. Other than that, I've been good, chilling.
I feel like we might as well just go down the line. Oh, today is International Women's Day.
Yes.
So shout out to all the ladies. We do this for you. This podcast is by us, for us. Period. I really feel like a producer right now. Like this.
It's giving.
It's giving.
DJ
Shout out to Nelly
Bree.
because that was a lot. Getting us set up was a lot. So happy
Next
International
time,
Women's Day,
Nelly,
Nelly.
you can't miss any episode.
Yeah. This is
Ever.
this is unacceptable conditions. But anyways, updates. My birthday is in 22 days. What else? I don't know. That's it. Y'all know, school, work. It's like,
The same old.
yeah. I feel like I do have something, but it's not coming to mind right now. So, on to Naya.
I feel like a lot has happened to me in the last few months of 2020, I should say. I feel like I haven't been on here since like a long time ago. But I've had a few accomplishments the last few weeks. I got nominated for this big show in LA called Monsters of Hip Hop. So hopefully
Period.
we praying that I make that. Yesterday we just had a competition. I don't even remember. It's called like Evolve or something.
Yeah, that's what it's
called. I think I'm like, I don't even know where we was at, but it was at the University of Delaware, and I won first place for my piece.
Yeah,
and
y'all. They was dancing. Okay.
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that was good. And then I got my acceptance for graduation. Don't have a graduation date yet, but at least I was already accepted, so I can like start planning on that. Everything's just moving fast, and I'm tired every day because my day starts before the sun is up, and when I come home it's already down. So I'm just kind of, you know what I mean?
It's really sad, like when it be warm outside and you just in the building all day.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't get to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like that's my life. I'd be like, oh, it's so sunny outside.
It's so nice.
And the fact that we lost 1 hour today, like, I really needed that 1 hour.
That made a difference. Like,
it really did.
I usually wake up around like 7:45 naturally. Girl, I woke up at almost 10 o'clock today. It was
Must
like
be nice.
9. But it wasn't on purpose. Like,
Right.
I mean, then I was rushing getting myself together today.
Right.
Yeah. Daylight savings time is...
But I'm ready for the sun to be out longer, so
Yes.
I ain't
Yeah.
too mad.
The sun sets at like 7 something now. So
Oh, y'all, I tried to do my hair for the first time.
it looks good though.
Oh, you did it yourself?
Yes, me, Nelly, and my sister, we like tag team this.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, it was pay for my birthday hair or pay for this to get done. And gotta prioritize.
What are you doing for your hair for your birthday?
I'm getting it installed.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
we talked about
We
this.
did. But
You gonna swim in the install?
I'm not really gonna be swimming. I'm going to a pool party. That don't mean I'm gonna swim.
Okay.
That don't mean I'm swim.
Some people be getting in the water, and let me tell you,
Basically, pool parties are for you to go and look cute.
look cute.
Put your feet in the water.
Yeah.
You know.
Get some
I'm not
nice
gonna
pictures.
lie, I love swimming.
I do too, but this is not a swimming kind of trip.
Mhm.
But no, this, I have come to the conclusion that I will never be a hairstylist because it was just a lot. Y'all, it's not even done. It's in a ponytail. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see. But it's in this ponytail because in the middle of this is just some bunch of braids. We'll revisit it later because I
Not
can't.
later.
Maybe tonight. But it just depends on how much stuff gets done.
Mhm.
It's so time consuming.
How long do you think you'll keep them in? Because you know it's gonna take a little bit to take them all out.
Yeah, so they're going to come out like
Right before your birthday?
Like the 20th.
Okay.
If I last that long.
Yeah,
You got about 2
Yeah.
days. That's almost 2 weeks.
Yeah, I feel like
2
I could do
weeks.
that.
Almost 2 weeks. 12 days from now. It's the 20th.
That's
No,
not even
Bree, you
true.
gotta leave them in a little bit longer.
No, because I want to let my hair breathe.
But you
before I
know, the
get
last time
cornrows.
she had a twist, she
Them
didn't even
gel
been
lasted
that
like a week. and
But
a half.
no, I
and a half.
need to let my hair breathe before I get it installed. So.
I guess.
Yeah.
And I don't have time during the week to take these out. It got to be a weekend. Or I'm messing around and just be cutting my hair, and that's not going to happen.
Yeah, no.
All right. Anywho, honesty moment. What is, when I say it's been a long,
It has been a long time, and I'm just trying to write
I
my
need you to
head
put your
around.
night mode on your Instagram.
Why?
The
I have
white
it on
looks
auto.
crazy.
The white looks crazy, absolutely.
I
So
have
it
on auto.
changes.
Mhm. It changes when the sun sets.
Oh, she thought she was.
Thought
thought she was doing something over there.
All right, so into our honesty moment. So our question was, what gets your black coat? Can I read?
Can you speak?
What gets your black card revoked? So we have a few comments. The first one from Jaya Bolden, being a Trump supporter. If you are black and you are a Trump supporter, something's wrong. There's a disconnect somewhere.
There
And I don't
is.
know where.
Who
the
hurt
disconnect
you?
is.
Who hurt you?
Who hurt you?
That you won't appease that white man like that.
This one is funny. From the real Brit _ if you don't do the Black Happy B-Day song at your B-Day party, happy birthday to ya. Y'all know the rest. That was literally.
Happy
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say,
birthday to ya. She had to say it. She said, happy birthday.
Y'all knew what I meant.
That's
but
what she's
anyway.
talking about.
It's
Yeah.
because you said yeah and not you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I
the way
know.
you just said it was the original, but you
I
said yeah,
know.
so I said,
I know.
okay.
My brain isn't working. It's been a long time. It's been a long
Okay.
time.
You were
Can you
supposed to
read?
bring your black card out right there.
I know, but it's back. It's back. Another comment we have is from Kia Lex. If you don't support any black-owned businesses, and if you haven't seen The Color Purple or Love and Basketball, and if you don't at least know one MJ song.
Okay. I can see that. Key Alex.
Oh, sorry.
Just, you know, it's my sister.
Yeah, I know. It's a long day, y'all.
I feel like it's a couple movies, though, that will get your black card revoked. Like, if you haven't seen them.
Okay.
Like,
Friday.
Baby boy.
yeah, Friday,
Baby
Baby
Boy.
Boy. What's the movie
Does
with
the Wiz count?
Yes.
I feel like my
I
grandma
feel like
was
that
like,
does
we
count.
watching this.
Oh my
when I
goodness,
was
why can't I
younger.
think of the movie? I've seen it. And it's like the four
Four
men.
brothers?
It's not Four Brothers. He's about to get married.
Yes.
That's not Four Brothers.
I didn't.
The Woods.
The Woods.
Yeah, I
yes.
feel like you have to
What
see
is
that.
Four Brothers? That's something.
Yeah,
Four
that's,
Brothers. That's about their, like, they're not all biological brothers, but like their mother passed away or something, or
I don't know.
There's so
I've
many
seen that.
movies that are like that. I don't even know.
I don't know.
All the Medea movies.
Of course.
The plays.
The plays.
Okay.
Not the new movies. Y'all get a pass, but
Yeah.
the old
I will
ones,
say, what was it? Death at the Funeral. It has some funny moments.
I haven't seen it.
It's on Hulu, maybe, or Netflix.
I think I've seen it on Hulu, but I don't really have a.
But I had very low expectations, so
Mhm.
I wasn't disappointed. That thing was messy. Tyler Perry is messy.
Messy.
How do you think of all that messy stuff like that? Because he writes his own scripts.
Mhm.
Like,
He writes everything. It was another movie I was gonna mention.
Love and Basketball is definitely one of the movies.
Yeah.
Though. Everybody know that.
It was another. I can't think of the movie. I can't think of it.
You know what's something like I've never seen Roots. Like I don't like the black slave movies. Like, I
You've
don't
never
like
seen
watching-
Roots? Like the whole thing?
Never seen not a one root.
Not a one.
Not a one root.
No. No, seriously, like I understand the importance of, knowing your history and see, but like one of those movies made me cry. Two, Roots, it had to be that long. It didn't.
I mean, Roots was that long, but I feel like that it needed to be that long just so they can kind of stretch it out. And
It's a lot
tell
of.
them.
I have never seen 12 Years of Slave. It's a lot of
12
slave
Years
movies.
Later, I think I
seen.
saw like half of it.
I've only seen parts of Django.
Selma.
I did see
Selma was
Selma.
good.
I saw what's the
The
one?
Butler.
The Butler.
The
that
Butler.
that made
That's
me.
my
I was
movie.
boohooing at that.
I
That was
haven't
sick.
seen that one yet.
It just makes me sad to know that my people were treated like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why I don't like
And
them.
it's also sad because there's a lot of things in those movies that still happen today, and then you kind of think to yourself like, why? Like, it just always leaves me with like a lot of questions. And then when I see like reoccurring things today, I'm like, what has changed, and how can we change it, and why is it me and my brothers and my cousins and my dads and my uncles and everybody that looks like me? Like, why am I automatically a threat? Like, it makes me rethink my life. Like, Get Out, that's like a different kind of play on to it, but afterwards I literally was walking around looking at white people like, I know what you're doing here. Like, it was so
sick.
crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I will watch them, but while I'm watching them, I just be like feeling in my stomach. Like,
You just leave so angry.
Yeah.
Like, for me, I honestly just more so like the comedy genre of movies in general. Like, I like funny movies, love story movies, but I don't even really like scary movies for real, so.
Well, the new Jordan Peele movie that's about to come out, Antebellum, that one is going to be
I thought
good.
it's Candyman. He got 2 movies coming
Yes,
out?
Antebellum is coming out in April, and I
Hold on,
think
he making Candyman again? Well,
Yeah.
not the first. He didn't make
You didn't
it.
see
Yeah.
the trailer?
No.
It
I'm
looks
going to
like
see
it's
both
good.
of them.
I'm scared.
Both
Already.
I'm scared too. I don't know. I just might support it because I just support him, but I'm definitely gonna be in that jump. Like this. Eyes covered, ears covered.
Antebellum is going to be good.
Honestly,
though.
I don't think
With
Candyman
Janelle
really
Monáe.
scared me too bad when I was younger, though. It was more like
I didn't see the first one.
Jeepers Creepers and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, Jeepers
Like,
Creepers.
terrified.
I definitely
Terrified.
didn't see the first one though.
I might go see the second one just because I'm older now and I can be like,
But why? No, watch the trailer though.
Yeah, the
The
trailer,
trailer
is
is scary, but it's good. Like it'll make you want to go see it.
Okay,
said
hold on.
he
So
was
is he
scared.
adding more of a storyline to it, or is it still gonna be like if
Well,
you
I
say
didn't see
Candy?
the first one, so
It's like
She's like, I already told you.
I think because Jordan Peele's movies always have like
deeper-
a deep like or understanding behind it, and I think Candyman has a deep understanding behind
What's
it, but
the
I'm not
real
sure
one?
what
Isn't
is.
it
No,
like if
I-
you say his name in the bathroom or something
yeah,
like that?
yeah. In the trailer, it looked like the man who was like it's a man who's going to do research. So it's not like he's remaking the same exact movie. It's like the man is going to like he's an artist that's doing like an installation on the Candyman.
I'm sorry, this is making me
Mhm.
sweat. I can just imagine.
He's like doing an installation on the Candyman, so he's doing research and he's like digging up dirt and then
On the what you mean
On the
okay,
Candyman.
okay. I'm here.
Like, I guess the theory.
This is a black man.
Theory. I'm back.
And from what I got from the trailer, it looks like that black man is going to end up turning into the Candyman. Okay, you got that too?
Yes.
Yes, but they also have one of the original cast. I don't know if it's more than one of them, but I know some of the original cast is in it as well.
Oh.
Like that black lady,
I'm
I know
scared.
is.
The only image that I have in my head about Candyman is something in the bathroom and bees.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
He
that's
redid that scene, so it's in the trailer. Like, it was like 4 like little white girls in the bathroom.
And they did it.
And they did
You
it,
just
and then
say
it's
5
like,
times or something
Yeah.
like that. Right?
yeah, and then they did it, and
Y'all
then
ever
it was
tried
like
that?
this bee.
Me and my cousins
At
used to do stuff like
sleepovers.
that.
At sleepovers,
Or
we'd
the
be up
Bloody
like
Mary
3 o'clock
one.
in the
It was
morning.
Beetlejuice though.
And Bloody
Beetlejuice
Mary.
is one too, right? If you say like Beetlejuice,
I think so.
I think I've done that.
We used to
I
do
would've
Bloody
done
Mary
that
and
in
Candyman.
Bloody
Oh, Bloody Mary, yeah.
We used to be
Ooh.
at the sleepovers, 3 o'clock in the morning. We'd be like, ooh, let's play Candyman in the bathroom.
I'm laughing because I seen this tweet that was like, something like Candyman must have been black because you don't got no problems if you keep his name out your mouth.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I said, you know what? Learn the lessons early.
No, it was another one, and it was like black lady. She literally says, "Well, who's stupid enough to do that?" Saying like, say his name 5 times in the mirror, and then it cuts to a scene of 5 white girls doing it. I'm like, he did that intentionally. We know.
Antebellum is gonna be good though too.
What is that about?
Yeah.
So, I think that'll be good though. I don't think it's gonna be scary. I think it's gonna be more so on the level of Get Out.
But what is
And
like?
Us.
I haven't seen the trailer.
So Janelle Monáe is starring in it. Basically, I think from my knowledge, she's like a professor or teaching like some kind of class, and she's talking about like something. From what I got from it, she like the story goes back to she kind of goes back in time, and she has to kind of like fix like her communities. So she's black, of course, like the black community is like past. So she goes back in time to slavery. And it's like on her to like change like history and make us like not suffer in a sense. And yeah, it's
I feel like I've seen the
difficult
trailer,
to-
but it didn't spark my interest. Like I didn't watch the whole thing. I just saw starring Janelle Monáe or something like that.
I think it's gonna be good.
All right, what else?
Yeah.
Let me say this one here. At Marty Mar, not knowing the electric slide. You gotta know the line dances.
Yeah.
If you ain't doing the dances,
The main ones. The main
Yeah.
ones. Like the
'Cause
electric
some of
slide, the
them-
booty call.
I know at my boyfriend's like people's house or whatever, the old heads have like it's like the electric slide, but it has like a few extra steps in it and extra turns and stuff. And me as a dancer, as soon as I saw that, I was like, I have to learn it. Like that.
Was it too like the electric slide, or was it?
It wasn't to the electric slide, but it still had that same like that bouncy kind of
What's
It's like-
that? What's that
it's
song?
different.
What's that song? Da 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 da. And move it on up, and move it on up, and step it to the right, and move it on
No, it
back,
wasn't
and
that
move
one.
it
There
on
was
back.
no words. The jump was an
Oh.
instrumental. I'm talking about the dance. I was just sitting there like, it was so repetitive, but it would be like 1/8 count just had like one little thing, and then the next one was another little thing. I was sick.
Y'all seen that video on Twitter? It was these 2 guys. They was like in some kind of club setting, and they was doing like a whole. I don't even know if it was considered a line dance or a whole like choreographed routine, but it looked like a little line dance that people can do at a good.
There's just so many dances these days. They be stressing me.
Mm-hmm.
These TikTok dances are out of hand.
Stress.
They're out of hand.
They honestly need to stop because as a dance teacher, literally,
That's all they
I had
wanna
to
do?
yell. Yes, I had to yell like 5 times today. Like, you should be practicing your TikTok dances. No, wow,
Your
I can't even talk.
your
You should
routines.
be, yes, if you knew your routines as well as these TikTok dances,
Mm-hmm.
we would win everything. Like, it'd be great. But instead, you over there,
But my thing is, the TikTok dances aren't even. They don't be doing that much. Like they literally be doing like 5 seconds.
Right.
And that's it.
Y'all, so I saw on Instagram, and this is great marketing, but someone is hosting a TikTok dance camp. It's like a 2-day thing, like a weekend, and it's like $200 per child. Kids would actually want to do that though.
But
200.
Yeah.
But what am I learning at the TikTok dance?
If I can
I
learn
guess
that
you're
at
dancing,
home.
learning all the TikToks.
Right, I can do that at home.
But I will say, kids like to do TikToks together. I could see children really wanting to do that. I'm not saying that it's smart on whoever created the
Yeah.
idea. They gonna make money.
A lot of money. Like a lot of money. There's so many
Child.
variations of the same TikTok dance that like I honestly don't even have the app because I was like I
don't need that kind of.
I can't keep up. It's way too much. It's too much going on all the time. What they need to bring back is Vine because Vine was
No,
the
for
one.
real.
But is there that? I feel like that's the new Vine.
It is,
TikTok
but it's
is
all about like
dancing.
No, some of
there's other
TikToks
ones.
are funny. Like,
But Vine, I feel like Vine was like short enough where like you had to be clever. Like it had to be like because it was only like what 6-7 seconds. Vine was short.
yeah, 7 seconds.
Yeah, 7.
TikToks be a whole 48 seconds.
You can make them like up to a minute. But some of them, like I do like some of the dancing ones, like the little step, the one that the Bronx kids did.
Oh yeah.
They'd be like, come here, give me.
But the thing is, I would do them with like my family or like my
Yeah.
siblings and
Yeah.
stuff. That is fun, but I don't know if I would pay $200 for my kids.
Oh, absolutely not.
I don't
But if
know
you
I would
want,
do
if
it
you
on my own.
and your husband or whatever wanted a quick weekend without the kids, I sure would send them to TikTok camp.
Lord, they come back, Mom.
They was gonna do that anyway.
Yeah, but now they got the real skills.
Right, so focus on their TikTok, not doing their homework.
Mm-hmm.
But that's an issue regardless. It's just like a wormhole. You start scrolling and then. Speaking of TikTok though, I'm so glad. What's her name? Is it Is it Jayla? How do you pronounce it?
Jalea?
Jay.
Yeah.
The original
Uh-huh.
creator of the Renegade Dance. I'm so glad she got
Mhm.
her credit that she
Recognition.
deserved
Mhm.
because that.
Sis made it to Ellen.
I'm sorry, but white people really be stealing black ideas and try to take them as their own, and that's not the first time that that's happened. It's just the first time that it actually got checked.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
But it's like that's always been in history.
oh yeah.
Always been a thing. Which I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised because it's like, come on, y'all, it's 2020.
Right.
Like-
and suddenly natural hair is cool, so everybody wants the wavy, curly bundles. Everybody want a Brazilian straight body wave. Y'all ain't want none of that. Now y'all want cornrows and feedings,
Feeding cornrow.
box
I
braids.
cannot.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm like
Faux locks.
I really just I can't even speak on it because I don't want to come across as judgy, but like it just bothers me when I see people. I don't want to say that don't need it, but like you know what I'm talking about. There's just sometimes where you see it and you're just like,
It's just that
why?
you don't appreciate it. It's like you just take it and you try to make it seem like it's yours and it's not yours. Like credit these black creators because they're doing it.
And then have it done right.
Right.
Cause now she had everybody learning the wrong Renegade challenge, and now everybody trying to learn the right version, and her version's much more complex.
As we usually are.
Right? They just be
Period.
trying to dumb stuff down.
Water it down a little bit.
For themselves.
No
That's why.
seasoning.
Right? We don't want your unseasoned Renegade challenge.
Unseasoned.
Speaking of, I know it's not Black History. It was always Black History, but it is Women's History Month, and I just want to bring attention to the honey pot because that story
Yes.
Lord,
is amazing.
Yes.
It just goes to show when you have the support of your people, and just imagine if we supported all black businesses the way that we came through for the honey pot, how successful we would be as a community. Because they really tried to tear her down because they act like creating a space for black young girls is taking space away from other people, and that's not what the intention of her commercial was about. So if you haven't watched the honey pot commercial for Black History Month, make sure you go watch it. But it's pretty much her explaining that as a black woman, like, she never imagined her stuff could be in Target, and because she has done that, she set an example for other black girls, and people tried to call the commercial racist. And I'm like, all the racist commercials that have come out and nobody says anything about it for real, she was just shining light on black young girls, and they tried to tear her down about it.
And my thing is, her company, Honey Pot, is not you can't even say that it's racist because on her website it says products that are made. What does it say? Made for
women
people,
by women.
humans
Or
with
is it-
vaginas by humans with vaginas or something like that.
Let me go.
Yeah, like I think that's what it says on her website. So it's like, just because she mentioned that, you know, this is now a platform for other black girls to see that it can be done for them as well, doesn't mean that she's going against white women or Asian women or Hispanic women.
And I think we also just have to, not we, but they need to understand that just because, like, it's not exclusive, it's just not catered to you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, just
Mhm.
because I'm saying Black Lives Matter doesn't mean that I'm saying other lives don't. This is just a statement that I'm making. Just because she made this soap for black girls, sure, you could use it, but it's not catered to you. Like, we are different. There's are certain things that our bodies need and can handle and, you know, process differently that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just felt like that was so stupid, but I saw her, like, interview on The Real that she did with them, and she was basically like, I'm so grateful that those people said something because it brought even more attention to my products, and like, it was more of like a positive,
the whole
you know what I'm
website.
saying? Like, yeah.
I went into Target. Literally, I went into Target the other day, and it was like nothing was on the
the
shelves.
website
like,
But what's
says out of
crazy-
stock on it. Like,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
What's crazy is that I had got my wax done like a month ago or something, and I was like, I'm just looking for like my soap or like my kind of thing, because my
And she
body, I feel
recommended
like
it.
it's the older I get, the more sensitive my body
Yes.
gets. So she was like, yeah, just try Honey Pot, blah blah blah. I went to like 3 Targets that day, couldn't find anything. The next day, like, I had to order, they only had 1 left, and it was only the sensitive one. So I'm like, all right, bet, like, I haven't tried the original. And ever since then, every time I go to Target, I look, because I'm like, maybe I could stock up on some, sis.
nothing.
She's like, it's
nothing.
you gotta wait 2 to 3 weeks before she's like, we're trying. I mean, her demand went up out of nowhere, so it's like,
She wasn't even prepared for it.
yeah, she wasn't expecting
that's so
that.
good,
But
though.
when you shine love and light on black people in general, their ability is amazing. Like,
Go shine.
so I was like, yes, girl, sell them products.
I just can't wait until she restock. Because when she restock,
And restock a lot, please.
Yeah.
Yes, 10 times what you had before.
Yeah,
Because
stock
you
it.
need it.
Have you guys tried any of them?
No, I have tried one of the wipes before. Like, she has the wipes. I mean, I like them, but I haven't used it consistently to where I can say like,
Right.
Yeah.
I've used the sensitive one that I got, but I want to say that it says you're like, you can't use a washcloth. You got to use your hand or something.
You're supposed to use your hand anyway.
Yeah.
Really?
When you clean down there, it's sensitive. You gotta treat her right.
And then washcloths have like bacteria and stuff and like lint and stuff.
But
on
every
it.
time when I first got it, I tried to put it in the washcloth, and when I went like this, like, it was gone. Like,
Yeah,
it wasn't,
you gotta
it
use
don't
your hands to
dissolve.
do
So I
that.
just, you know, but honestly, like, never mind. That was gonna come out completely nasty. I was gonna be like, I kind of like using my hands, like, at least with that product, at least, because I feel like I'm really,
yeah.
you know what
That's
I'm
not
saying? But
nasty.
like, I kind of like using my hands. Y'all was gonna be like,
I mean,
y'all was
if
gonna
you
be
said it like that,
Right.
then-
Yeah.
With some undertones.
But I mean, we know what you're talking about.
yeah,
Yeah.
all that.
I mean, I really want to use her feminine products as far as like tampons and pads, because I
Oh, she has all of that.
Oh,
I think so.
don't- I use L, the brand.
Well, I
L.
don't think she has tampons.
Yeah, I use their
has
tampons,
pads.
the brand L's tampons. I really
Yeah.
like them. They're all natural. I definitely can feel a difference. And I'm sorry to all the fellas that listen to us, but you need to know. You might have a daughter one day. But you know how sometimes when you use them, you can feel like the chemicals in it. Like, I don't
Yes.
have that problems with
Mhm.
those. And also, I paid like, I think they're like $6.99, and I get a big round thing, and it usually lasts me for 2 months.
L is what it's
Yeah.
called, like just
It's
the
at
letter
Target
L.
though, only Target.
Yeah.
Just the
I
letter
use
L.
the I think it's
It
L
might be called
or
something.
something else, but I get the pads, the organic pads, and
Mhm.
it comes in a big bag of like 42. And then I use the Tampax 100% organic.
What kind of wipes do you guys use? Because that's
These. The L organic cotton
okay.
tampons. Is this
I
the
will
same one you
I'm
use?
gonna try.
Yeah, but
it.
I get the bag,
Oh, okay.
the bag of
Um,
pads, and then I use the Tampax organic.
But in terms of wipes, because with my long days, I just like to feel fresh at all times. Not all, well, you know, at all times. So like during the day, it's nice to like always have like some wipes or something like that if I feel that I need it. But I tried, I forget the brand. I want to say I just went to Walgreens and it was just like feminine wipes. Like it was like, it looked pretty traditional, whatever, gynecologist approved, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, I'm gonna just try it once and just see, blah, blah, blah. Next day in the morning, you know, or like it was like mid-morning or something. I was like, let me just try it. Literally that night, my girl was like, oh no, like you poisoned me and never again. We're fighting right now. It was so bad. And I was like, well, I don't know if I should use baby wipes. Like, I haven't used those since obviously I was a baby. I don't know if I should. Because you can't just go to the store and be like, oh, feminine wipes, boom, I can use it. Which is like really frustrating. So I might
use
try
baby
her
wipes. Well,
baby wipes.
usually, like, you know, on a day-to-day. But I might try the honey pot ones. But definitely, like,
if she ain't sold
Huggies.
out. Yeah. I use Always. The Always, I forget what they're called, but they're Always. And like it's like a blue and green like box, and you get like 20 wipes in a box. But
So you only use them on your cycle? Oh, okay.
And then like if I'm dancing or something, I keep some in my purse and like freshen up. But other than that, I just use them on my cycle.
Gotcha.
But I mean, you're supposed to use just water, technically.
For what?
For, you know, her.
To wash?
Like it cleans,
to wash.
Cleans
Because it cleans itself.
You definitely don't put nothing on the inside.
Right. I mean, you of course you can like wash like the outside and like, you know, the sides and stuff, but like you're technically only supposed to use
Not
water.
supposed to wash the middle?
Yeah, you're supposed to just water.
I'm sorry, but it ain't just gonna be water because I don't know, I just feel more fresh about it, especially with the honey pot stuff. Now that I have it, I have been using it like consistently with my girl, and she, you know, we are vibing right now. We're best friends right now.
All right, it's not a menstrual episode.
It's not.
Okay.
It's
so
not.
y'all know what else that I love that I saw this week? The video of the lady. It was like a 4-year-old girl, and she looked at the camera. She's like, "I'm so ugly," and she just started spilling so much light into her. And I literally was so sad because you're 4. Like, you're supposed to be learning your alphabets and numbers and not worried about your appearance. And I'm like, who in this little girl's life is telling her that she's ugly? Because you don't just say that out your mouth.
But I low-key could like feel her though, because I can remember being younger like that and having my natural hair out, and I don't know if it was because of her natural hair, skin color, or whatever, but I can remember my cousin's hair being long and flourishing, and like I got the little plaits looking crazy, and I used to really look at myself and be like, dang, like why am I ugly? Is it because of this? Is it because of that? Like I used to feel that way. So I was so happy that she had an adult that heard her say that and was like, we gonna correct that right now. Because
most people like say stuff like that, and you really don't. It doesn't get corrected because you say it to yourself, or you say,
or even just to be like, no, you're not, and leave it at that. Like she continued to.
She took like some time, and like to see that little girl break down like that just shows like the power of her own words. Like she said she's ugly, and you could tell she really believed that. Like she. You know, when you want that one thing, like the cherry on top of the cake that just makes you break down, like that was it. And she's 4. Like that just makes it so much more worth. Like, ugh.
She hasn't even lived not even a quarter of her life yet.
Listen, and we've talked about it on other episodes, but please just make sure you're telling your kids that they're beautiful and that you love them and someone loves them, because this world is going to tear them down. You never know what those kids at school were saying to her.
Okay.
Like,
that's just like that girl, I forgot her name, but my mom wears her shirts. She was like 9 or 10 years old, and she was getting bullied in school because she was like really, really dark skinned. And she like started like this whole like
and she modeled
t-shirt line,
melanin popping,
yes,
something like that. Yeah.
So my mom wears her shirts all the time because my mom she would get bullied a lot when she was younger because she was dark skinned. She's a little bit darker than me, so I just don't get the whole like dark skin and ugly connection. I don't know how that connection is made, because there are like a lot of dark skinned women who are beautiful. Beautiful.
It's all in the like lineage in the past, because you have to think of stuff like the brown paper bag test. If you were darker than a certain color, you weren't allowed, even after segregation, or you know, people really did go based on skin color because they attribute lighter skin with closer to white.
Yeah.
And the darker you are, clearly the further away you are from white. So, I mean, I understand where it comes from because it's literally ingrained. It has been ingrained in our ancestors.
Mm-hmm.
So I get where it comes from. That doesn't make it right. It's just the matter of correcting it now.
Yes.
Are we going to continue to tell little brown girls that they're not pretty because they're dark skinned? It's all in changing that language and changing that story. You can't change history, but you can grow from it.
Change the story behind it.
But yeah, shout out to that lady. I don't even know her at or anything.
I don't know. I think,
Or
I
if
don't
she
even
is
know
she
if I
a like
saved
real
it.
hairstylist? Cause get her let's give her some business. Okay, send all your kids to
I
her.
don't know. I'm gonna find it.
We got so off topic. We're supposed to be talking about things that get your black card revoked. What's something that as a black person you should like or should do or should know that you don't?
Should like, should do, or should know that I don't.
Like,
okay, I don't like sweet potatoes or
yeah,
yams.
that's weird. Maybe are you sure you just haven't had the right one?
No,
I think that's right.
I
Don't say it's the consistency.
no,
Or
I
the
just
texture.
don't. I don't like any type of sweet potatoes. No yams.
No sweet potato pie.
Mm-mm.
I don't think you've had the right.
Yeah,
ones. I don't
it's
think-
almost
I've
like
had a
impossible.
lot. No, I've had a
Not
lot.
in my house.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't like the. I just don't like the way that it like melts in my mouth. Like
It's no
just,
difference than do you eat mashed potatoes?
Yeah, I eat mashed potatoes. No, there's a difference. There is a difference. There's a difference. I just don't like sweet potatoes and yams. But I'll eat some chitlins. I'll eat some pig's feet.
But that's gross.
Ew,
That's
pig's
not
feet.
gross.
That is.
Pig's feet is swine.
Yeah,
I
chitterlings are
said it.
intestines.
I know. And they're good.
No,
Delicious.
they're not. Never
Soak them
had
in
a
some
chitterling.
vinegar and hot sauce. You're all
And they
set.
stink.
Money. I'm
Yeah,
starting to
but
But,
really
but
get it.
my family's from the South. My family's from Georgia, Savannah,
My family's
Georgia.
from the South too.
Yeah, but that's all that my grandmother cooked. Like she would feed me pig's feet and chitlins. That's what we would have at Thanksgiving, you know, the family gatherings and stuff.
I mean, I don't eat pork, but you couldn't pay me to eat chitterlings. Like, you just couldn't. Maybe that
I mean, it
gets my
sounds like
black card.
shit. Like I literally smells like it looks like I just can't.
Yes, like but seriously, like I cannot eat a food that does not smell good. Like, how do you all jokes aside, how do you get over that?
To me, it smells good. To me,
okay.
But it's because I grew up around it.
Delonda,
What?
is going on?
I'm being serious. I mean, yeah, I grew up around it, so that's like all that my grandmother and like my mom's side of the family cooked was chitlins and pig's feet, and I ate it.
But that
I'm not judging you,
Okay.
but I just have
I
don't
know.
know. Say to that.
I know.
I'm judging you
a
a
lot
little
of
bit.
I know.
Wow. That's all I can say. Wow.
I mean, a lot of people.
I don't
kinda
know
make
if this
those
is
expressions, so.
black, but I don't eat coleslaw. Some people eat coleslaw.
I don't. Oh, it depends. I eat coleslaw on like my tacos,
Sometimes.
but not like coleslaw by itself.
I'm learning so much.
Yes.
today, like,
Yeah, I don't. Eat
I'm thinking
coleslaw
about to
by
say like
itself.
something with the burger. I feel like whenever I see coleslaw, it's something to do with like hot dogs, burgers. Like it's always on the menu with like potato salad and stuff like that. I'll eat maybe like a little bit just because I like carrots and maybe carrots in there sometimes, but it's not a regular.
Yeah,
And I definitely don't put them on my tacos.
I mean tacos have coleslaw on them sometimes.
Where do you get your tacos from?
I make my own
So
tacos.
you mix
And
you
some
put them
restaurants
up.
put coleslaw on their tacos. Like if you have like shrimp tacos, not like the traditional coleslaw, but like
It's like a garnish that's coleslaw. Okay, I know what you're talking about. When you say
Yes.
coleslaw, though,
I'm
think
thinking
of
the
small.
white, like the.
oh no, like when you say coleslaw, I think of like different types of coleslaw. Like you have like the regular one that you can like just eat like as a side or like on a sandwich, but then you have like your coleslaw that you put on tacos.
Y'all eat watermelon?
Yes,
Okay.
I
I
love
put
sugar
hot
baby.
sauce on everything.
I do too.
me too.
Like, if you don't, try some hot sauce in your spaghetti.
Mm-hmm.
Or you put it on your pizza. I used to dip my
Mac
pizza
and
rolls
cheese.
in it.
Mac and cheese is.
I've
the
never
one.
had hot sauce on my mac and cheese.
That's
I
the
don't.
one.
I don't doubt it
It's
because
bomb.
I truly put hot sauce on
It's
everything.
bomb. Or
That's
even
the
mumbo
one.
sauce.
I feel like I love DC mumbo sauce.
Yes.
There's a very big difference. Everybody cannot make mumbo sauce.
Mm-hmm.
The mumbo sauce at the carryout down the street ain't the same mumbo sauce.
No, you gotta go to DC to get the good mumbo
Mhm.
sauce. Did y'all
I mean,
know
I'll eat it, but-
the person who created Capital Mumbo passed away?
Oh, really?
Like the one that
Yeah.
sells in stores?
Oh wow.
When
a
did
couple
that?
months ago.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it was for, but just side note. I'm trying to think what else is super like eating wise.
Eating wise?
That
That you should like?
yeah.
What you should eat?
I mean, I like greens, but if I had to choose between greens or string beans, I would pick string beans.
Me too.
What kind of greens y'all talking about? Like
Collard greens.
Collard greens.
What other kind
Collard
of
greens
is
at
it?
the, I don't know. I was just making sure. That's why I was looking at Lonnie. Like I'm
Like,
just, you know.
All right. Okay.
Collard greens is my number one. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
Over
You put,
string
the,
beans.
you put the turkey
Any
neck
day.
in there?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even that, I don't know. I
Oh,
think
yeah, I
it's...
remember. I cooked your beans for you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not cooked them, but
You
I
was watching
watched
them for
over
me.
them.
She was
They smell
babysitting them
good.
for me. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I string beans over greens any day.
Any day, I could literally eat collard greens every day with every meal. I love them so much. It's just something with them and the tangy. Like if you make it right, Jesus, yes, I can. Like with some fried fish. Oh my gosh. So I have been craving fish because like I've been trying to cut back on, you know, like meat.
Mm-hmm.
And so Anthony's grandma always cooks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, yeah, you think your grandma will make some fish, like some collard greens, stuff like that. And he was like, I mean, I don't know, call her and ask her. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I call her, I'm like, yeah, hey, you know, I was like really craving some fish. And she stops me mid thing and was like, uh-oh, hope you're not pregnant. I'm like, she was like, no, because when you have dreams, this is like another black people
Yeah,
thing.
I've heard
I feel like
this.
when you have dreams of fish or whatever means someone's pregnant, or like when you're craving fish. I was like, please don't speak that into existence. At least not now. Don't do that. I really did just want fish. Like, why can't it ever just be, I wanted some fish, so I got some fish? Why always gotta be,
Anytime you're
you
craving
pregnant
something, people
or-
always want to put that on
Yes.
you.
My sister did
my
that to me
stomach
today.
hurt. Oh, you. Ooh.
We stopped and got some Girl Scout cookies, and I usually get trefoils, Thin Mints, and Do-si-dos because sometimes I'll randomly crave peanut butter for whatever reason. And she was like, "You're not pregnant, are you?" I'm like, "No, I can't just crave peanut butter.
Right.
Like,
I
I
can't
can't
just
just
be
have
craving
peanut butter on the
something.
Or
side.
like
just in
every
case
time, I
one
feel like
day."
every time I get sick or I just be like feel nauseous, are you pregnant? Like, dang, my body can't be sick. It can't
Right.
not feel good.
It's the word nauseous that gets them every time.
Mhm.
Every time.
Or when you crave like random, weird
Mhm.
stuff.
Or another one that I've been getting a lot is like, I'm so tired all the time. They're like, ooh, that fatigue. Like, are you sure?
That
Like,
fatigue.
No, I only sleep 2 hours a night. That's why I'm
Yeah.
tired.
gosh, can't even live my best life without y'all talking
They don't
about
want you to
something.
be great. They don't want you to be great at
Fatigue.
all.
I know.
Ooh, that fatigue. That's funny.
What else? Let's see.
Food wise or just
I mean, just anything, honestly.
is riding a bike one?
What?
I don't know.
Mhm.
I've never seen a big population of
You know what
Is
a
that
lot
a
of
thing?
black people don't do?
Swim.
Swim.
Yeah.
And
I
I,
don't
feel
know
like
how
that's
to
a
swim.
big issue.
I don't
feel
know
like
how to
that's
I feel like
big
that's a
issue.
stereotype though. Like I swim. I'm not. I feel like it came from that black women don't want to get their hair wet.
No, I
Yeah.
know a lot of people that don't be swim or like don't know how to swim.
They need to learn.
We need to learn. Lonnie, she be standing like right here, moving her arms and stuff.
Yeah,
but-
that's me.
What happens if like you get yourself in a situation where you need to swim, and don't say that you won't because you never know.
Yeah, you never know, but I don't
You
You
have-
said I'm gonna take the chance.
But my thing is, I'm not to say that I have a fear of water, but when I get to like the 6 feet, 7 feet, like my body goes into panic mode. So no, I'm dead serious. Like I'm dead serious.
Have you tried to learn?
Yes, I've tried to learn, and my body literally like freezes up and goes into panic mode. Like I don't know what it is. Like I just can't. I can't learn how to swim, like at all.
I think you're.
I'm gonna give you
so,
some
like no.
lessons.
I truly believe like people do have like phobias and like fears, but I really think that you saying that to yourself makes it worse. Like you because you have ingrained in your mind that I can't learn how to swim, so like you're not going to. So until
I'm gonna
you.
teach you. We're gonna do it this summer. I used to be on swim team. Shout out to Tiger Sharks. But yeah, come on.
But no, y'all. So I have this really random side note. Not random, but it went to go with like black women don't want to get their hair wet. So, y'all know a couple weeks ago, my hair was straight.
Mm-hmm.
It was raining one day outside, so I had like my hood on, my thing, and this man is like, I'm kind of like jogging until I could get inside, and he's like, why are you running like that? You know how they just be trying to make conversation. I'm like, I'm not trying to get my hair wet. He's like, aren't y'all over that by now? I said, my hair can get wet, but I just got it done. I'm not about to waste my money.
Right.
He's like, oh, okay. But what made you feel entitled for you to say, aren't y'all over that? Who just wants their hair to get wet? Who wants
And
to
you
be
just got it
sick?
done. You just spent money.
But even
on
if it wasn't just done, if my hair was curly, why
Why
would
would I-
anybody just
right.
want their hair wet?
And it's
my
rain
choice,
outside
and it's
anyway.
my hair, and it's not your damn business. Like,
Let me go up to you and brush your waves back and see how you.
And it was
see
an
how you
older
act.
man too, and you know they just be saying anything, and I was really annoyed because why are you concerned about my hair? You should have said, do you need an umbrella?
yeah.
Like, you say something helpful. Like, what did you say? It was not
Do
helpful.
you need an umbrella?
But yeah, no, I'm not over getting my hair wet when I got it done a day ago.
Especially if it's raining
I will never
outside.
be over
Rainwater
that.
is dirty.
Right? Who wants to just get like? Granted, if my hair is curly, I don't mind as much. Like, I'm running. Like, if I'm just running from the car, I'll
Right.
run in the house. But I'm not just gonna purposely walk in the rain
Just
and get
walk
drenched.
slow and just.
I'm not gonna
it's just
lie, I
water.
used to really want to get my hair wet sometimes because I was always told I could not. Like, as soon as my hair got wet, like, you better not get your hair wet in the shower. You better not do this. As soon as I started wearing wigs, I used to just get in the shower, let the junk just wet because I craved that feeling so bad because I would be in the shower like with a shower cap on, still kind of like this. So like I didn't know how to put my head into the shower because I was trained to get in the shower like this.
That's me with these
Neck all
jokes.
back, but them joints heavy. Like I don't know.
They're
how
really
you
not
doing
heavy
it.
though. Feel them. Like, they're really light.
Okay.
Yeah.
That just gives me like broken neck, long, like, you know. I feel like I would just be sitting like this all day.
Bob
with my neck, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, swimming is I guess, you know.
we gonna learn. We'll update y'all in the
Right.
summer.
We gonna post a video on our page when Lonnie learn how to swim.
Don't do that. Don't embarrass me. Like that. Don't embarrass me like that.
It's never too
Uh-uh.
early to learn how to swim.
Period.
I don't know how to ride a bike either.
We gonna work on you.
I know.
Maybe it's because I grew up in the suburbs, but I'm just so like,
I know.
right in the but you so did
I
you.
grew up
So
in the
what the hell
suburbs,
was you
yeah.
doing as a kid?
You didn't have a
Me-
bike?
You
I
watched
did have a
everybody
bike.
else?
My dad would try to teach me how to ride a bike, and I was one of those kids where, like, if I couldn't learn in 5 minutes, I would just give up. So
Oh, you
after
was
that, I
bad.
was just like, cut it. That's
You
okay.
was
I'll just
bad.
run up and down the street with everybody else.
Yeah, my dad didn't tolerate giving up. I remember one day we were at Fridays, and you know how you have the kids menus and they be having the games on them. He made me take the word search home because I gave up because I couldn't
sorry.
find. That was not funny. Like, I really vividly remember that day. Like, I don't know why we were at Fridays, but I remember having to finish the word search. Because
As homework?
I
As
got
homework.
frustrated and was like, I'm not doing it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's a good
Giving
lesson,
up.
though.
It is, but in regards to everything, giving up was an option when I wanted to quit track. It made me start doing his 3-5 mile runs with him around the neighborhood, and it was miserable. Like, I mean, it has made me not give up, but I just know that was something that was intentionally taught to me.
Yeah.
And we gonna learn how. We going to DC one day, rent some bikes, cause I think I do have a bike, but it might be too small.
That's probably too small.
It might be. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm okay.
You gonna learn today?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Gonna learn how to ride a bike today.
I think that's all I got as far as, like, activities and stuff.
Yeah.
Swimming and riding bikes.
Ooh, I got one. Do y'all know how to play spades?
No, I was never allowed to play cards when I was younger.
Not
It
enough.
It
Young
was an
people
adult.
know.
It was around, like, in my family, it was always an adult activity. So, like, when we would go to cookouts, I was never allowed to, like, learn how to play cards.
Not even just watch it.
Mm-mm.
That's what made me want to learn. I would always watch it, and once I got old enough to learn, like, I feel like I always am so disappointed when people tell me they don't know how to play spades, because I love playing spades,
Mhm.
and it's such a timeless activity, and it's really one of those things that if you put your phone down, you can get lost in spades for hours, and just that time of, like, playing the game is just, I don't know. I feel like every black person should know how to play spades. It used to be really big in college too. So I was like, ooh, when I go to college, people gonna know how to play spades. Nobody knows how to play.
Nope. But they know how to play solitaire on their phone.
Solitaire.
Solitaire is boring, but that's my grandma's thing.
Solitaire is so easy. You don't even have
She
to
be
know
on
how
her
to play for
tablet,
real.
just like-
Yeah. When my grandma got her iPad, that's the first game.
Yeah.
I was the one who was playing Sudoku all the time.
I liked
I know
that
how to
one.
do that.
I mean, yeah, but you know.
I
Cards,
want
feel like
y'all.
cards
We
are
want to
better.
have a spade session because I don't think Nelly knows how to play either, but she wants to know.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Girls' night.
I'm down.
All right. So since this episode is called Blackish, I wanted to talk about something I saw on Grownish this weekend, and I wanted to get your opinions on it because I feel like her friends in the show were kind of judging her about it. But if you don't know, Zoe is currently a designer for Joey Badass, and she got an opportunity to go on tour with him. And she's like, I can't go on tour and handle school. Whatever. She decides to drop out of school. It's her junior year in college. And her friends are like, no, you should give up the tour, stay in school.
Mm-hmm.
So with that said, if y'all got that, and she's like, this is her dream job. She wants to be a stylist. If you all were given the opportunity, your dream job, would you drop everything and do it?
Absolutely.
I know this really applies to you because you want to
Yeah.
dance. So if right now you were booked for a tour, you would just...
I mean, it would be a really hard decision in mine because I finish in May. But I mean, I would try to see some type of way around that, like depending on when rehearsals and start and stuff like that. But honestly, like I actually had that experience where somebody had asked me to go on tour, and I was like maybe a sophomore in college or something like that, and I was like, do I just stop going to college? And my grandma said something to me, and she was like, honestly, like, this is an opportunity. School is there. Like, yes, that's an opportunity too, but school is not leading anywhere. Your opportunities come and go. So you pick and choose what you want to take with you. So I would say go. I was like,
So why did you go?
it just ended up falling through. The guy that I was going to go, yeah, it didn't really work out. But yeah, I definitely, like, I always have been like, if I were to be booked for something, I can come back to this. But you asking me, do you want to be a part of this, blah, blah, blah? Because if I can't do it, somebody else is going to fill my spot. I can go back to school anytime if that's what I desire. But, you know, school ain't meant for everybody.
Especially if you're in one of those competitive fields like that. Like, you're really replaceable. Like, you know how many people want to be a stylist or a dancer? And me personally, so my opinion is I would too. Like, if I was booked to be a host on The Real or something, I'm dropped, like, granted, I'm done college right now. Like, I'm still in grad school, but I would drop grad school if I got a position up high with, like, Amazon or Disney or something. I would drop out of school. And I just didn't appreciate the fact that her friends couldn't see that. Like, I feel like as a friend, it's like, because you're in college to be able to get those opportunities. But if you get that opportunity before, why would you not take it?
Right. And I think it more so was coming from a place of judgment instead of, okay, I don't want you to leave, but I'm also going to support you as my friend. I feel like it definitely could have came from a place of support, because in that particular scene or in that instance, Zoe really needed the support of her friends instead of them trying to convince her to stay because they want her to stay. Not really looking at the bigger picture of this is what she really wants. So,
and I've said it before, you gotta be careful who you asking advice from.
Yeah.
You want somebody that's gonna give you something that's good for you, not something that they would do. So if they wouldn't drop out for school, that's great. But look at me in my circumstances and then give me advice.
Not saying her friends were like that, but sometimes people will tell you not to take opportunities because they didn't get the opportunity. So be mindful of that too, that everybody don't have your best intention. I'm glad to know that we were all on the same page.
I'd be like, Bree, drop everything, go.
Because I wouldn't even have to think twice about it. Like, literally school, because your credits are there. You can always transfer over credits, come back. And I mean, I think I would have like seen if I could like transfer it to online, and if it was enough online class, or try to work something out first, like you said. But ultimately, Beyonce called me.
It's giving.
Okay, listen, I'm there tomorrow. booking my flight tonight.
Not even emailing my professors. Just
I know. Show.
Yeah.
Right.
You'll
no
see
show.
me next year.
Send you-
Coachella,
Right.
Netflix,
Send you a picture of like,
Netflix.
this is why I'm not at class.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. Well, I think we should make that our next. Wake up listeners. Like, I want to know what everyone else would do. Because some people are like, stay in school. Finish it
Yeah.
out. It's so
Get that
quick.
degree.
Best years of your life.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't even be using their degree.
And a lot of people, like a lot of jobs out here, like you get a bachelor's degree and you don't even get paid.
And you need
For that
experience to
degree.
even get the
Right.
job.
Yeah.
You gotta have a bachelor's degree on top of 5+ years experience in the field. Excuse me, sir and ma'am.
Where?
I can't have experience if you don't hire me.
Right.
Mhm.
I can't have experience if I'm fresh out of college with a
Yeah, at
degree.
least you're a little bit more seasoned. You got something on your resume. Like, I was just dancing with Beyonce last year, so
And then you be getting paid
Hire
$13
me.
an hour. What that look like? A bachelor's degree, 5+ years in experience in the field, and
School is
$13 an
more
hour.
They be
That's
tripping. Like, I can't even afford to pay my loans back with this. Like,
Me either.
that's what I'm saying. Like, they don't care about you. Jobs are.
They don't.
I've reached the point where it's like, when I leave a job, unless I really like y'all, I'm not giving y'all a 2-week notice. Because if y'all were to fire me, y'all not giving me a 2-week notice.
Somebody actually tweeted about that.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, just like speaking from like an HR perspective, don't give your job a
Yeah.
2-week notice.
I'm not, like, I literally am not asking to take off. I'm taking off. Like, what? And they said that's a millennial thing. But
But jobs
everyone
don't care.
should be like that.
Jobs
Yeah.
don't care about their employees.
I'm not
anymore.
asking you, can I take a vacation? Are you crazy?
Mhm.
I be telling I'll be like, I'm not going to be here these days.
Right. I'm not going to be here.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you for
I'm
your
just
permission.
putting you on notice
Right.
so you can be prepared. But I'm not going to be here. So
Yeah, jobs don't be caring.
they just want somebody who's going to do the work. They're going to replace you quicker than you got there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Take care of yourself.
Ooh.
Your job should never come first in your
Mm-mm.
life at all. Should never come first.
Never break your back for a job who you know that doesn't care about you. Like, sometimes you just know. If your job treats you like crap, or like people who don't check on you, like,
Or you don't got no benefits. You getting paid crappy. Nothing.
cut
That
them
ain't
off.
it. That ain't it.
Snip, snip. Huh?
Like, you don't owe jobs no explanations.
Nope. They don't give you no explanations on nothing.
Mm-mm. Well, with that said, episode 3, season 2 is a wrap.
And we're out.
Bye.
Oh, bye. I be forgetting
Oh.
about that.